Hello everyone! For this clip, I am going to talk about the importance of networking when finding a job, especially in the US. My friend Bethany and I are here in Vegas, and while we were getting ready to go out, we decided to casually chat about our experiences in finding jobs and also just share some of our tips. I hope you enjoy this video and also find it useful. So let's get started! Hello! We're getting ready. We already have some makeup on from before, but we're going out, so we're gonna add more makeup to it. My makeup is like 6 hours old right now.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm just gonna fix it. So right now we're gonna talk about how Bethany got her New York job at Pepsi. Because we talked about the importance of networking in New York. Networking is really important. Maybe like one of the most important keys. One of the most important keys of finding your job, right?
By the way, guys, this is what a American country singer looks like.
Using a guitar.
I need my guitar. But I am a innovation consultant for Pepsi. Actually, I guess I'm technically an innovation and creativity consultant. That means, in my context, I've been working with the food scientists in the Culinary Innovation Lab to lead creativity sessions and to basically help them come up with really interesting, fun ideas that meet PepsiCo's target demographics for the year. And then they showcase all of those ideas at the annual Innovation Expo.
How many companies come?
Or
is it just for Pepsi?
It's for internal. Yeah. So it's an Innovation Expo for all of PepsiCo's marketing execs.
How many people?
Like 100 executives.
Oh, okay.
And they usually showcase like 100 products or so.
Mm-hmm.
To bring
is it
to
the
market.
headquarters? Is the New York office the headquarters? Okay.
Yeah. The New York, the headquarters of Pepsi are in upstate New York, which is crazy. Anyway, and I got that opportunity. Is this your eyeliner? Which one's the eyeliner that I was using before?
Not that one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this one.
Oh, it is this one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just... Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Anyway, so it's a crazy opportunity that I've had to do this, and a lot of people have asked me, how the heck, at your age...
She's 27, by the way.
27, how are you working with food scientists at Pepsi coming up with the next big products? What the heck is this?
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, so it actually happened from a crazy series of events, and all through networking, like we were talking about. Now I feel like a teacher, like...
Really quick. I get a lot of questions from my subscribers about how to find a job in New York or in US in general, and every time I get that direct message from you guys, I always mention networking. Your professors, advisors, mentors, neighbors, like literally anyone that you can network with. You should try. You should like put yourself out there, and there's nothing wrong with networking, especially in the US.
It's literally the most beneficial thing that you can do because employers get thousands of resumes a day.
And for yours to stand out, if they know someone who recommends your resume, they automatically pay more attention to that one.
So much more attention.
And it's kind of like, even though this person doesn't even know you yet, and the resume is just like, whatever, recommended you, then you have way higher chance. Like, way higher. Way higher. It's like,
but anyway, so I don't know if you've heard of TED Talks, but it's this organization that basically broadcasts these talks about interesting topics, and it's pretty well known in the States. And I applied for a residency through TED to work on a project that I was doing, and someone that I knew happened to be a senior fellow there, and I knew her from working in college for her, and I kept in contact with her, kept that relationship going.
Bethany went to NYU, by the way. Sorry for interrupting.
NYU, you should be.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Anyway, I asked her for a recommendation for Ted, and that morning she happened to be in the elevator with the man who's the head of the culinary innovation lab at Pepsi. And he was complaining about the fact that he was working with this creative consulting firm, that he had to keep re-explaining everything to the different consultants he was working with, and nothing was getting done. So she was like, you should work with an independent consultant, you should work with Bethany. Because she had written my recommendation for Ted that morning, and I was on her mind, and he was like, okay. So then that's how that happened, and now I'm the innovation consultant that's kind of like in that role in PepsiCo's R&D research and development facility in upstate New York. And that would have never happened if I didn't keep the relationship with the person who recommended me to him. And actually, I was telling Julie before that thing that I find really interesting is how many, like, what connections lead to what. So I was telling her about this spreadsheet that I have been keeping, that I've been using to kind of like track everyone that I've met and who they introduced me to, and I look back on it and I see, if I just realize like, oh, if I didn't go to this event or this like networking opportunity, then I wouldn't have this job, or, you know. So it's a really interesting thing to realize.
Yeah. Any tips for like networking? She is way better than I am at networking. We're in Vegas right now. Every time we get in the elevator, she like talks to everyone inside the elevator. And you never know. It could be the person, like the HR manager of, I don't know, like Amazon or something.
I have a tip. I know. You should always, well, it depends where you're networking and where you're meeting people, but in New York, I know that it's very important not to be too humble, or to know when is a good time to be humble, but to be confidently humble.
Yes, that's so important.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of Koreans have hard times doing that because they are very used to the Korean environment, right? The conservativeness. And you just, like, it's very traditional conservative when it comes to an elder. Like, maybe you can't even talk to them or they'll judge you, and you just have to be so respectful. But here, they want to see you being confident. Yeah. If you're going to work for their company, they want to see you as a confident human being. So, I mean, don't make things up, but you just have to learn how to be confidently humble. Yes, that's very important.
It's interesting. Well, I always try to find common ground, and I always try to feel out what the person I'm talking to is in the mood for. Like, if you're on an Amtrak and you're sitting next to someone who you happen to recognize as like working at a company that you want to work for, maybe they don't want to be bothered, but maybe you wait until the end of their train ride to say like, hey, you know, like I wanted to, I don't know, people really respect when you take initiative and you put yourself out there. And I guess if you're at a more enthusiastic environment, like an event or like
a conference,
and
everyone's networking,
to come up to them, you know,
always carry around your business card if you have one.
Always. And have your LinkedIn up to date, because everyone cares a lot about LinkedIn. Be bold, but not too assertive. Be considerate of whoever you're talking to, of their time. I realized I've been looking here instead of here.
That's fine. But also, after you network with them, let's say after you meet the person for the first time at the conference, always send them an email. Follow-up email, because they may forget about you. If it's a conference and he is someone kind of high up there, I'm sure you're not the only person that went up to him or her. So always send like a follow-up email. The subject can be like a thank you from Bethany at whatever conference this date.
And don't be afraid to re-follow up, because sometimes
they're busy.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes really busy people don't send another follow-up in like 2 days, you know, but send another follow-up in like a couple weeks or something like that.
10 days.
10 days is good, yeah. And it's always so good to show that you've done your research, like that they have a reason to have a conversation with you. Like if in your email you write to them, by the way, just saw that you did a talk in France and just
or
really,
like I read your article.
Yeah, or like I read your recent article in Forbes and have this thought about it. Really would love to talk to you, would love to discuss further with you, blah, blah, blah. And also approaching someone at an event. Everyone has their own little style, but my style is humor. I always try to kind of lift the energy and the vibe, because sometimes people who are really high up and who have a lot of power are often kind of bogged down with busyness, and they remember the people who lift their spirits more than anything.
Always,
yeah.
Like dress to impress. That kind of matters too. No?
Oh yes.
You don't want to be like wearing flip flops and like going to conferences or like an event.
That's very true.
Yeah. Yeah. So good luck, everyone. Networking is very important.
Good luck.
So important.
Yes, I have gotten I don't know how this was for you, but I have gotten no opportunities from just sending my resume in cold and not doing anything else.
Same here.
Nothing.
Same here.
Yeah.
Actually.
Didn't you just put that one on?
Mm-mm. Oh, and then no, I just like tried it on.
Oh.
There was no glue. I don't know if I want to do it. Oh, doesn't feel right. It feels so heavy.
Really?
Yeah. But anyways,
so
that's the beauty of networking. I only have one eyelash on. I don't even know what I'm doing with my makeup. We're just talking. I'm just like, what did you do?
I did so much.
Eyeliner. That's what we did.
I put eyeliner on. I put eyeshadow on. I redid my foundation.
Damn, that's a lot of work.
I got so much done.
So yeah, I hope you found this clip useful.
How could you not though?
Helpful.
We're so entertaining.
If you ever see us, you're more than welcome to network with us.
Please network with us.
Please.
And Juhi is an awesome person to network with because
Thank you.
She is so responsive.
I'm very responsive.
Yeah.
They know. They send me direct messages and I've replied to every single one of them.
That's crazy.
Okay, well thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna put this on and then finish my makeup and then do my hair and this and whatever. And then you can check out my vlog for what we're doing in Vegas, which is just eating and drinking and losing money. But yeah, thank you.